This is Super Yacht News with Sisman.
Hi, welcome back to the channel. We've got, first of all, on the left there, we've got a photograph, and this was sent in by a subscriber. This is Boatyard Palladium. We mentioned it in a few videos recently. This was the one that ultimately led to my number one fan sending me those messages. This is in Fort Lauderdale, near Pier 66, next to the 17th Street Bridge there. Boatyard Palladium, like I said, which was sold by the Russian Mikhail Prokhorov to American Dennis Washington. And this is just a nice photograph of it being docked there in Florida. All right, while we're in the US, we'll move on and we'll talk about the final report of the incident between Utopia 4 and the Tropic Breeze tanker, which took place on the 23rd of December in 2021. Now this is, you'll remember the story of the yacht that the yacht was doing 20 knots at night in the Bahamas, and it rear-ended a tanker called the Tropic Breeze, sinking the tanker. Now we're going to do a full video on this because there's an awful lot of information in that final report, which I think is very interesting, and I don't want to give it all here right now because I've got other stories to get on with. So we'll just give you the final report, what they said. It's interesting, actually, there's quite a few omissions in this report from the NTSB. And the NTSB basically determined that the probable cause of the collision between the Utopia 4 and the tanker vessel was that the Utopia 4's wheelhouse crew was not maintaining a proper lookout and therefore not identified the tanker that they were overtaking. Contributing factor was the Tropic Breeze's bridge team also not maintaining a proper watch. Unbelievably, there was also some technical information there that was limited the ability for them to see on their radar, which I'll go into in a future video. And then the final thing that they said in that report was that this the NTSB. They said that operators and crew should ensure that the vessel bridge teams are staffed with certified, credentialed mariners who are familiar with all the bridge navigation equipment and able to independently take immediate action. Now, you remember in the previous videos, we said that the captain left the bridge at the time of the incident and left an unqualified lookout on the bridge. Like I said, we'll go into that in a future video. If you want to see the video that we put out last year, which was basically telling the story of how the accident occurred, I'll put a link up here and you can watch that video. And next week we'll do the follow-up with all of the information from the final report. I'll also put a link in the description here if you want to go and read that final report in the meantime. All right, so we'll move on to the main story here, and this is the fire in Marbella. Now this was on Wednesday that this happened. The blaze started around 1900 hours or 7 p.m. local time on Wednesday, 11th of January. And the police and emergency services, along with volunteers, attended to try to fight this fire. It is understood that there were 100 boats in this facility. There's a storage facility in the La Bacadilla fishing port in Marbella. Now, what they're saying is around 80 of those vessels were destroyed, and they're saying that some of them went from fishing vessels to luxury boats to small yachts were in that building. And the building was used as a storage facility over the winter where people could take their boat out of the water and just put it in there for storage. And it was also used to repair vessels as well. And a quote from a spokesperson said that the building serves as a winter port where the boats are stored after being taken out of the water and some are being repaired. Now that's probably, I'll give you an idea of what possibly caused the fire, you know, with welding, hot work and stuff like that. I don't have any information to support that, but I'm just saying that the fact that they were doing repairs in that building would suggest that that could be a possibility for the start of that fire. They don't know what caused the fire. The fire was brought under control by around 2100 hours or 9 p.m. local time on Wednesday. But they said they still don't know what the cause of that fire was. All right, so we'll leave on a positive story for a change. This is an Oceanco Project 1050H was launched. They did all the pomp and ceremony of a new yacht at the Oceanco shipyard. Now, the reason for this is because even though this is not a new yacht, it's a rebuild of an older yacht that they originally built. The vessel was originally called, well, the vessel was called Motor Yacht H when it went into the shipyard, but it was originally called Al Merkab. Now, we're not talking about the blue hulled Al Merkab, the 130 meter plus one. We're talking about the previous Al Merkab, which was built by Oceanco in 2000. And that vessel had the winglets up on the top there by the funnels and stuff. That boat has been rebuilt, not refitted, but rebuilt, including a change from 95 meters to a 105 meters, so a 10 meter addition to the length of the vessel. 105 meters is 344 feet. She's unrecognizable visually from how the vessel looked when she went into the shipyard. Obviously, the interior has undergone a complete transformation, new propulsion and other features to make the vessel more friendly to the environment. And Oceanco say that the conversion took a year less than a new build. So that gives you an idea of how much actual work went into this project. The fact that it took them almost as long, a year less, so it's probably 3-4 years is for a new build. So it probably took them 2 to 3 years to do this rebuild. So it is a very big project that they had on there. Oh, like I said, new propulsion, new length to the vessel, new superstructure, new interior. Effectively, it's a new yacht. Considerably less expensive, apparently, to do this. The yacht will be delivered later this year, but some really nice photographs here from Oceanco. So I thought we'd leave you on that since it's Friday. Don't forget to check out our Patreon page. You can check it out at patreon.com/esysman. You'll get to see exclusive videos not published on YouTube. You'll get early access to features, which will be advert free. And you'll also get to suggest topics for future videos and ask questions for upcoming Q&As. So that's patreon.com/esysman. All right, if you've got any information for us on any of the stories we've covered here or any other stories, please be sure to get in touch through the normal fashion. You can get us on the About page of the YouTube channel. You can get us on Instagram, on Facebook Messenger, and you can also get us on Threema. Be sure to like this video, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell for future notifications. All right, guys, thanks very much for watching, and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.